Sego, and good afternoon. I'm Louis Jacobs, and happy Juneteenth, everyone. We hope you're enjoying this beautiful day that we're having outside. I'll begin with a little bit about election news and last week's caucus. We do have results for the caucus held on June 13th. Also, Akwesasne TV did provide live feed of that event, which you can check out on akwesasnetv.com or our Facebook page, and you can watch that anytime if you want to see how the caucus went down. But I'll give you a quick recap of those nominees right now. For Traffic Court Judge 2, the nominations were McKaylee Horn and Gerald Swamp. For Tribal Sub-Chief, Agnes Jacobs was up for re-election, and she is the nominee for that category. For Tribal Chief, Michael Connors also up for re-election, and he's a nominee in addition to Ruth Bell Hearn, who was also nominated. So good luck to all of those nominees. The 2020 Saint Regis Mohawk Tribal elections will be held on July 11th, at the IGA building in Akwesasne, July 11th. And you can call the tribal clerk's office to make sure you are registered to vote, which we should all be registered for this election and every other one, especially November. Social distancing protocol will be in place for the election at the IGA building, but the tribal clerk's office is encouraging everyone to call them for an absentee ballot so you can vote from the safety of your home. This way of participating in elections is being stressed and incorporated for voters all over the United States, and it just helps with keeping a community safe and healthy. So be sure to call the tribal clerk's office at 518-358-2272 to get an absentee ballot sent to you. And finally, a little conversation about the amazing weather we're having and continuing good practices to avoid the COVID-19 virus. We are seeing spikes in numbers around the country in areas where things have opened up, so it's important that we pay attention to this. Here in Akwesasne, the numbers have continued to remain low, especially in comparison to other tribal communities, and the numbers in Franklin County are relatively low compared to those in our neighboring counties. This is due in part to our great leadership and the EOC on both sides of the territory, but it's important that we keep up the good work moving forward so we can avoid those spikes around here. So social distancing is still very important, and I'm going to talk for a sec about this great weather. Everyone is outside enjoying the water especially, but you still have to keep a safe distance from people. The communications department at the Saint Regis Mohawk Tribe was nice enough to post some things having to do with boating and being on the water. One of the things was don't tie your boat up next to others when you're docking or whatnot. Don't, obviously jump into a stranger's boat. Even if you find them attractive, just swap phone numbers or something from a distance. When you're on the beach or on the shore, keep your distance. When you're fueling up on the docks, keep your distance. We just don't want any unnecessary contact with other people. We can still enjoy the sunshine and everything the season has to offer. We just have to take care, right? And I'd like to remind everyone that with the warmer temperatures, we have to remember those precautions as well. Obviously, keeping your body slathered in sunscreen, always a good idea. Keeping hydrated with water, wear a hat, get out of the sun if you're starting to feel woozy. If the temperatures are really high, you might want to consider just staying inside. And also paying attention to our elders. When the temperatures get really hot, we want to make sure that they're okay. So check in on them just to make sure that everything is going okay with them. And that's it for me. Enjoy your weekend. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong. For Akwesasne TV, I'm Louis Jacobs. Yo,
honey.